So we are going to go over linear patterns. So first off, let's put a hole. So we could do a sketch and then draw a circle and then extrude cut that circle. Another thing we can do is let's just do a sketch, normal to. Just drop in a point. And let's dimension that point 1 inch up and 1 inch over. And then that can be our whole sketch. Let's exit out. Now we can use something called the hole wizard. So there's lots of different holes you can do. You can do counterbores, countersink. This one's just a straight hole. This is a tapped hole. Let's just do a straight hole. And you can actually pick whether it's like tap drills, screw clearances, helicoil tap drills, fractional dowel holes. Let's just do screw clearances, and let's say it's going to be a 1/2 inch screw, and we want it to be, let's say it's a close tolerance hole. And then for our blind condition, this is a 1 inch thick plate. So let's just go ahead and say up to next. And then under positions, you can click the face and then snap onto that dot. And now we have the correctly sized hole for a 1/2 inch clearance for a screw. And now what you can do, let's go ahead and hide that sketch so we don't have to look at that dot. And we can do linear pattern. So for direction 1, we're going to use spacing and instances. So let's pick that as the direction. And we will want to use features and faces. So you can also pattern bodies. Let's do this features and faces, and we'll want to do a feature. We can drop down our tree in this top thing right here, this drop down arrow, and we can pick our clearance hole. So that's what's going to get patterned. And you can see up here, this is the spacing and this is the number. So let's say we want 1 inch spacing. And let's add a couple more of those, get to the end there. There we are. And then we can also pick a second direction. Let's do that guy. We can go to 1 inch spacing again. Oop, I was changing that. Let's change the instances. And then this arrow right here is how you change the directions. Well, that looks good, so we can hit check. And now we have a large array of holes. Quite easily. And then if you needed to change that array of holes, you can double click this guy. Oop. Edit feature. Let's say that we all of a sudden we picked the wrong one earlier and we actually need a loose fit hole. Now it's updated. Now those are all the holes sized for a loose clearance on a 1/2 inch screw. And you can also, let's say we needed those to actually be a tapped hole for a 1/2-13. Now they're all tapped. Very powerful tool.